Okay, give me a second. All right. So, welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. Oh, sitting on the mirror. This is the second of two live streams here today on the Ahn Rho Project. This is, I believe, ARP 468, whatever, kind of zoned out. Long story short, we have a continuation off of the item catalog subseries. We're moving on forwards after having, sort of finished something that we've been trying to cover for the past 2 weeks, which is a black backpack, a black knapsack. You can see that right there on the very far end side. If you can see, I'm not sure if the camera actually reaches that far, but this is what we covered in the previous stream. That knapsack right here that we just sort of nonchalantly celebrated its end. So this, okay, I'm gonna pass that on to my brother. Like I said, if he doesn't need it, I'll put it in the clothing donation bin. I'm pretty sure someone from the homeless shelter can use that. And then we have some stuff, again, we covered in a previous stream here. That's just some transit routes. So GRT, Grand River Transit, as well as some garbage. So that being said, in this live stream, 2 live streams today, right here, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, wherever you're coming from, live. What you see is what you get. What's the title say? What's next? We're covering what's next, what's coming up, and what are we going to cover tomorrow's stream and the day after, including for the ongoing week, most likely. These are sort of just tentative plans. I wouldn't say that they're set in stone by any means. It's not a hard line to stick to. What we have here today is, I guess, 4 sort of different subject matters. So you see in the title it says red bag. So this is stuff here. We have this Times bag and we have this Eagle Trail red knapsack. So we just finished one black colored backpack and then this one is a red backpack. Again, these things all date back. This is a continuation off of more stuff. So that was like section like 50, 51, 52. These are section 53, 54. So we're just moving on, trying to clear all the gutter and stuff and equipment and junk that we've kept from back in university days. Again, dating way back from about, maybe, it's not way back, but like 2011 to 2015 or so, roughly, give or take. So those 4 or 5 years. And so I guess I can show them to the camera, but also I should mention that what's next is not immediately going to be these 2 things. I believe either tomorrow morning or the day after, I'm going to actually first cover a logistical review. So I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to show the floor plan of my entire room that I'm renting out, and then I'm going to show how things have sort of shifted and moved around over the course of the past 6 months, especially after the preparations were finished and I moved the mattress around. And that was something, in addition to that knapsack, was trying to cover for 2 weeks. The mattress itself with the blankets and stuff, getting my own new bed, switching up and moving the stuff that I was currently using over to stuff that my brother will soon be using instead. That took a lot of work, and it has shifted a lot of the belongings in my room, and it looks noticeably different now. So it's going to be logistics review 6 probably tomorrow morning, as well as some continuation on mattress. Should mention that before we cover this stuff for tomorrow's stream, we'll also probably have some paperwork, but it's not like this. It's just following off of this trend of having some paperwork here, especially since we just finished covering the backpack. We can talk about some paper that's actually taped up all over the walls of my room. I can take it down. So I said and mentioned that in the previous stream, I want to scan all these things before I throw them away into the recycling bin for just sort of nostalgic, reminiscent reasons, dating back to when I was in university. Well, I also want to scan some papers that I've taped around my room, and they have a very sort of very negative mindset. You'll see tomorrow morning if I cover it tomorrow morning or whenever I do it. But we have all these 4 or 5 word phrases of very negative things like life is not fair, cruelty gives strength, shit like that. That was meant to sort of toughen or harden my stance when I was going through one of very, very many and long, winding bad times recently. So I want to take those things down because they don't serve any purpose anymore, and I just want to scan them and show them to live stream, and then scan them and then throw them away into the recycling bin. So we probably will do that, the mattress logistical review, as well as some paperwork that's sort of taped all over the walls. And that's in addition to finally these two bags here. So we have this Eagle Trail red bag. This one, again, class 2 item. These two things are things that I purchased from my caregivers. There's a lot of stuff in here. I can open it and show you. So the first segment right here, it's very nice. It's still useful. I think I can pass this on to my brother for sure. This is not something I'm donating. This is definitely something I'll pass on to my brother. There's a calculator. There's some stuff here. We have several pockets, and in here we have more like food belongings and stuff like that. So it appears that it's also broken, but that's not surprising. I used this a lot during my university days, and there's even a black plastic bag in here with a lot of paperwork and files, and of course pencils. So this is stuff that hopefully we'll get to sometime next week at least, if not over the weekend. And then we have this bag here, this Times bag. Okay, and this one we can snap it open and sort of show you what's inside. So Times Magazine, that's what the time stands for. So there's no S in the title. I made a mistake there, but whatever. So lots of stuff, just a whole lot of stuff. And it's a good mix, I can tell, of class 2 items coming from my caregivers, but also a good mix of some items I purchased myself while at university. I can tell a lot of this stuff I really don't need. I'm going to pass it on to my brother as well once I cover it. But again, I do have to cover it and show some appreciation and gratitude to my caregivers for having, given me stuff that was, I guess, food, shelter, clothing, survival. So that's that. And we will cover most of that stuff tomorrow morning, I believe. No, not tomorrow morning, but the day after, or going into next week forwards. We're going to start covering all these items and start to get rid of them. Just kind of go inflow, outflow, and get rid of the things that we don't need or will be passing on to my brother. There might be some stuff that I will keep, but by and large, I don't anticipate keeping very many of these things. So that being said, this is the end of today's second live stream, second of 2 live streams. As usual, I'm going to deliver the take-home message, and the take-home message is, of course, what? Well, take care of your health, your finance, and your family, okay, of the people that you care about people who are important in your life. Make sure that you become a strong, responsible individual, a disciplined person, if you're not already, so that you can actually have something of value to contribute to their lives and as well as society. But most importantly, if you can take care of yourself, no one else has to worry about you. So becoming an independent individual is all about making sure that the best thing you can do for someone else is to make sure that you yourself are well off and safe and healthy. That is the best thing you can do for any of the people that you care about. Make sure that you yourself are strong, healthy, and independent. So that being said, not being preachy, like I said, that's just something that I'm practicing on. That's something that I remind myself every single day because I'm trying to sort of embody that physically as well as mentally speaking. So that's all that kind of stuff. I would say that if you share that understanding with me, that hopefully you understand I'm not going to compromise what I do here on stream for anybody else. What I do on stream is good for me. That's why I do it. And I hope that if you share this understanding that you do what's best for you too. Do what's best for you. Make sure that you become, all that what we just mentioned, do what's best for you. I'm happy when you're happy kind of thing. Make sure that you strive to solve the problems and challenges in your life, just like what I'm doing here on stream. Reach the goals and ambitions that you set for yourself. Is that something special for your spouse, your significant other, your husband or wife, your kids, your grandkids? Is it for, are you just, striving for a career? You're still in university or school, you're trying to make it to become a next civil engineer or pediatrician, whatever sort of career you have set in mind. Go for it. Just go and do what you need to get done. So that being said, that takes a lot of time, energy, attention, and resources. I want you to focus all that time, attention, energy, and resources towards things that are important to you. So even though I will mention this, I stream every single day, 7 days a week, okay, from about 3 to 5 a.m. in the morning, sometimes a little bit later. But needless to say, I don't actually intend on people dropping by every single stream. I hope that if you do drop by my streams, then you're always welcome to do as much as you like. But my recommendation is only about once a week, once or twice a week. And I know that's kind of like shooting myself in the foot, but I don't give a shit. Like I said, I'm not doing this for views or anything. You can tell immediately that I don't do this for that reason. So hopefully you understand, the main reason is that you can actually, if it's once or twice a week and drop in a Sunday morning, it'll be like when you're not working and when you don't have school. And that makes sense to me. That's when you should drop into my streams. And that's only if you find my streams to be of value. Maybe you're in a dark place right now. I don't think my streams are very useful for anybody who's, I don't know, in a better position. But if you're going through some dark times, like some depression, anxiety related things, like if you take a look at my streams about a year ago, you'll realize very quickly that I was in that position completely, because circumstance of life is, I'm just in a low poverty income family, and I always have been. And that's resulted in a lot of complex stupidity that's just not worth my time. But it brought me down. And if you're in a dark place, you're always welcome to my streams. If you find it relatable to you, it just helps you. Maybe it just helps you to watch someone solve their problems. I know that sometimes that was helpful for me. So if you actually find something of value on stream, you're always welcome, always will be. And that is the end of the take-home message. As usual, this is the Ahn Rho Project. Thank you for tuning in, my hypothetical imaginary viewers, and or the few people who are out there, whether Augie or Zeki. I see that there are some people who actually tune in, 1 or 2 people. I don't honestly believe you're real, I'm still assuming that you're just bots, but if you're there, no, don't take any offense to that. I'm just saying most likely it's just bots or something like that. I don't know. That being said, it's the Ahn Rho Project, and that's what we'll cover tomorrow morning. That's what's next, as well as the mattress, which you can't see on stream, but that's okay. And so, this is Ahn Rho signing out from the Ahn Rho Project. Hope to see a better version of all of you as well as myself tomorrow morning. Take care. Ciao.